Hi guys, this is a quick tutorial on how to do your graph for the electricity investigation. First up, you're going to need the program called Excel. And on some computers, if you open up Excel, you're going to be in the online version. See this one here? This Excel is in my web browser. You can get to it by clicking on the Open in Desktop app option there, or if you click on Windows, you can go to Excel, or you might have it on your desktop. If you're on a school computer, there might be Excel there. And start a new workbook. And I've got a workbook here that I already put the data in. So these are the measurements from my experiment. First up, I'm just going to quickly put some headings into this table. I'm going to put some boxes around there just to make it look good. And I need to say what each one of these columns means, right? So this first column, I'm going to put in bulbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these were my trials. So trial 1, trial 2, so on. And these are all measurements of current. So I'm going to write current in there, in the units, amps. Right, now you may have already averaged out these numbers, but if you haven't done it yet, you can do it in Excel. If I just hit equals button, type in the word average, then bracket, then I can drag across. I want to average these four numbers, so I drag across those four numbers, and then I got to put a close bracket on the end. That's shift 0. That formula there is going to find our average, 2.15. Then we can quickly copy that down. If I just click on that little green dot there, it's going to copy that formula down, and that formula there is averaging all those ones, and all of those being averaged, so on. Right, I'm going to type in average just there. Right, then we're going to turn it into a graph. So on one axis of the graph, we want the number of bulbs, and the other axis, we want the average current. So I need to select both of those. So I'm going to drag that one. I'm going to hold the control button down and drag that one as well. So I've got both of those selected. I haven't selected the words at all, just the numbers. Also notice that I haven't put amps next to each one of these numbers. It's just a number in each one of those squares. If you put a letter in, like A for amps, into those boxes there, it's not going to work. Now I'm going to go insert. I'm going to go recommended charts, and I'm going to use this chart here, this bar chart. We're going to turn it into a line graph in a moment. Your final graph does need to be a line graph. Click OK there. We're going to need to put some axis titles on there. So I'm going to go to the green plus on the right hand side, axis titles, click that. These numbers down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, that's the number of bulbs. I'm going to type that in. Number of bulbs. And if you gave that a letter, if you decided the number of bulbs would be B, you can put in the letter B, or N, you can put in the letter N. And these values on the left-hand side, those are all the currents, measurements of current. So I'm going to type in current. The symbol for current is I. Well, I for current, not C for current. And the units is A for amps. In the chart title, I don't really care what you call it, but good to put your name in there, just so if I print it out, then I know whose graph belongs to who. Current versus bulbs. Move that there. Now we want a nice, you can see these values of current can jump up kind of in even jumps, right? To there, to there, to there. So we're going to try and link them up with a nice straight line. So I'm going to go right, I'm going to right click on one of those boxes and click add trend line. So then I get this menu here, and there's a few different options. You can see which one you think fits yours, right? Best, but hopefully it should be linear. Linear is the one that we want. And then we're also going to click display equation on chart. And I get this formula here. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. I'm going to click text size up. Right there. And also, if you understand about the R squared value, then you can also click that and get R squared value as well, if that's something that you can discuss in your excellence level discussion. When you print it, if you just click outside of the graph, if you have the graph up over here, then when you go to print it, it ends up going off the edge of the screen. Oop. However, if you put the graph down there, it's going to look a little bit better. No, it's not previewing. And make sure if you are sending that to me to print, then make sure your name is on it somewhere, please. To share it with me, go File, Share. It's got to be copied to your OneDrive, so copy it somewhere to your OneDrive and give it a sensible name, also preferably with your name in it. Current bulb graph, Mr. Casey. Then when you share it with me, put my email address in there, cy@manurewa, or whoever your teacher is. And then send.